If I could give flowers to everyone that is part of Team Brandi, I would. Welcome to Team Brandi with me, Brandi Pollard.
Okay, do you guys remember the go home? No. Yes. On the drum? It's we're doing half notes, we're doing whole notes on the tables, right?
So who's playing the home? We have Keely and Anthony.
Anthony?
Last week, I talked to you guys about my role models and interviewing with people. One was an interview with Ifunanya and a clip from my interview with Ifu. And the second part was my mom and the clips of Mommy and Me. So now I'm gonna jump right in to talking about my virtual teaching experience. Now everything stopped because now I transform into virtual teaching, which is body percussion that I'm teaching. And I got support from Miss Virginia and Sean Lee. And they've all been really role models to me because I got moral support with doing it in virtual and creating a lesson plan of how I did it from body percussion. I did it with Disney music and holiday music. And it was so much fun. But it was the challenging part of doing it in the classroom where I had elementary, middle school, and high school. And it was so much fun to do. So that's why I show you guys the clip of me doing it from the classroom to transform into virtual teaching. I'm back, you guys. Well, I guess I'm talking to you guys about my teaching experience in person, because when I did it in person, it was the challenging part doing it from K through 12. That was I had to do it all three. It was middle school, middle school, elementary, and high school. And I went to King Areas twice, but I stopped going when I first started Crescendo, and I had to do it one day a week on Tuesday. And I had a lot of support because now I'm transposing into virtual teaching, which is kind of challenging doing it in person, but doing it virtual. But I had a lot of support, and it helped me. But everything stopped doing it in person because now of the COVID, I transposing into virtual teaching, which I'm doing right now is I'm teaching body percussion. Different. Because it's different from doing it in person and doing it virtual. Because I have some support like Virginia and Sean Lee. And Sean Lee is my new job coach. And he comes to my class for teacher training on Mondays and Fridays. And he gives me moral support of how to interact with students. And because the number one goal for the students is to create music inside their body and doing body percussion, learn every note and every beat. So that was an amazing experience because now I'm gonna get some new materials to make body percussion even more because I want the students to learn how to create music inside their bodies. And not just learning the notes and learning how to count and clapping is just the amazing thing. So I guess that wraps up in my part one of my virtual teaching. I talked to you guys about the grade levels I'm doing and how I create the lesson plan and teaching them virtually, transposing into virtual, and talking to you guys about my body percussion I teach. So Now I'm going to talk to you guys about in part 2 where I prep for Dreams for Kids and the hosting and performing for the last jazz in concert. But I'll see you back for part 2. Bye! In person was a lot challenging, and I got to do it at King Harris. And Ifu was my job coach, and she watched and supported me while I was teaching in the classroom. And I taught percussion instruments. And we got to review Old Town Road. And here's a clip from me teaching in person where Ifu was playing the music. And I got to use percussion instruments in the classroom. Enjoy this clip.
Jason, before you do that, thank you.
Yeah, I wanna take my horse to a ride till I can't no more. Take my horse to I got the horses in the back. Horse like it's a fact. Daddy's matted black. Got the horses black and black. Riding on a horse. You can't whip your
Okay, good. Okay, so let's go.
Okay, do you guys remember the go home?
No.
Yes. On the drum? It's this. We're doing half notes. We're doing whole notes on the tables, right?
So who's playing the drum? We have Keely and Anthony.
Anthony. So the drum is remember is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember? You guys are doing whole notes.
Right. Remember?
The whole note is when you get purple. Only these two on the tables. You guys are coming in at 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the drums.
Who has the drums?
Who has the drums? One, Jason. You guys are going to sing. You're going to do half notes. You guys come in on one. They're doing 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys come in 1, 2, 3, 4.
So